The river that stopped flowing. The village of Sunstone was born from the great river. For generations, its people had drunk its water, fished from its currents, and farmed the rich soil on its banks. But the river was tired. Each day it shrank, pulling away from the land, leaving behind cracked earth that gasped at the hot, cloudless sky. The elders called a meeting. Chief Duro, a man with a voice like rocks grinding together, stood before the worried villagers. "The river is our life. We cannot let it escape," he boomed, striking his chest. "We will build a wall of stone and mud. We will build a dam and keep what little water is left for Sunstone alone." Then Amina stepped into the firelight. Her voice was not loud, but it flowed clearly in the anxious silence. "A dam is a wall," she said. "It will stop the water, but it will also stop life for our neighbors downstream. Instead of a wall to keep others out, let us build bridges to bring others in. Let us work with the other villages, share what we have, and find a solution together." But the villagers' fear was a rushing current, and it swept them toward Duro's plan. The idea of a strong wall felt safer than an open bridge. Cheering for their chief, they grabbed their tools. Amina watched with a heavy heart as they began to haul stones to the river's edge, choosing fear over trust. For weeks, the people of Sunstone labored, stacking rocks and packing mud under the relentless sun. The dam grew, a scar across the riverbed, and behind it, the water pooled, still and silent. Chief Duro stood atop the finished wall, a proud silhouette against the sky, while downstream, the land turned to dust. But a river has a will of its own. One night, the sky broke open. A furious storm unleashed a torrent of rain, not to nourish the land, but to punish it. The water in the dammed lake churned and rose, smashing against the wall that was meant to hold it captive. With a deep, groaning roar, the dam surrendered. The wall of stone and mud collapsed, and the river, now a muddy, raging monster, burst free. It didn't follow its old path. It surged sideways, crashing through Sunstone's own fields, washing away the very crops the dam was built to save. At dawn, the survivors looked upon the devastation. Their fields were a sea of mud. Their dam was a pile of rubble. Chief Duro sat on a wet rock, his head in his hands, his pride washed away. He had tried to command the river, and the river had broken his village in reply. "The river has taught us that a wall can also be a cage," Amina said softly to the gathered people. "Now we will build our bridges." With nothing left to lose, the villagers, led by both Amina and a humbled Duro, traveled to the villages downstream. They shared their story, and in return, they found helping hands. Together, the villages dug channels to guide the water, planted crops that needed only a little rain, and built a system to ensure everyone got a share. The bridges they built were not of wood, but of trust. They learned that in a time of drought, the most important river is the one that flows from one heart to another.